power.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bob has the power.
Cancel all podcasts.
Want to know who's really running the empire?
Oh, you know what I should do is open an Audacity file.
Oh, recording is good.
It's on YouTube anyway, so I can just grab it.
Can't barely stand on my feet.
There it is.
So part of me was thinking about writing a song parody for Kelly Jo.
Which part of you?
The more ambitious part of me. And it was going to be she's always Kelly Jo to me.
Oh, that would be perfect.
But then I gave up. I also came up with this idea, I don't know, like 20 minutes ago. So
you could just sing the chorus. That would be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's enough.
She is always Kelly Jo, though.
Right.
No matter what.
I thought that was very interesting information, though, that she's only Kelly Jo in our circle of friends.
Well, it makes complete sense.
But it was on Facebook too for a while.
Well,
That's
yeah.
Changed, so
She just.
But she was younger then.
yeah.
She's a grown adult now.
I guess it's a younger
Wow.
thing to have two
We
names.
have to realize that Kelly Jo has grown up and is an adult.
Or she's got 3 names because she's a serial killer.
Come on.
Don't serial killers always have 3 names?
Sometimes, yeah.
Typically.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
I think there's stats on that.
There probably is. Okay. I will play the theme song.
We're just gonna jump in this.
Chatterbox.
The Chatterbox.
The Chatterbox. Get over to the Chatterbox.
Chatterbox. The Chatterbox.
Ooh, Chatterbox.
Hello!
Hello.
No excuse to be rusty, really. Really no excuse.
We just did it.
Yeah.
I'm Rob.
That's a different show.
Hey, Mike.
Wait, so what am I supposed to say?
I don't know.
I'm still Michaela.
I have to say it differently. I'm Rob.
There you go. Question yourself.
Yeah.
I'm Robert.
No.
No.
I'm Robert.
Currently, the temperature outside is roughly 62 degrees.
Oh.
This is Robert podcasting for you. This is the Chatterbox. Welcome.
The Chatterbox.
That's our.
Automated assistant.
Is that the Culk bot?
I was thinking more it's like the NPR version of Rob.
The NPR Rob?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
Ren PR? No, that's wrong. That would be Mike.
No.
So if you haven't guessed, we have a guest.
If you haven't guessed, we have a guest.
If you haven't guessed.
3 guesses who it is.
Also recording.
I'm assuming
like a week after.
I'm
we
assuming
did
you're
already,
you're gonna put it in the title. I'm gonna just keep talking over you.
All right, we could do that.
No, you go first.
No,
You go. No, you go.
Yeah, no, you.
No, you go first.
Okay.
Oh my god. Do you know what I
We're
have?
just gonna call it Colked. Colked. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Colked?
Colked.
Is that what you're gonna call it?
Yeah.
That's good.
There's
Colked and loaded.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that one. There needs to be an apostrophe after it, like KOLK apostrophe D, and then it needs to be the
Okay.
ampersand and loaded.
And load it.
Yeah.
Colked and loaded. Got it.
I was loaded. Okay.
Okay. I know.
That joke is
I
still
will,
relevant, right?
Yeah.
I will
people
never ever
remember.
not hear that.
That was
so.
a very popular show. I'm sure people remember.
No, it wasn't.
Wait, what was the name of the show, actually? I remember the guy.
Flash forward.
Flash
Flash
forward.
Forward?
That was it. That
Oh, I
was it.
keep mixing that up with the other one that was similar.
Revolution.
No,
The event.
the event.
Yeah, the one where they all wake up and yeah.
Yeah.
The 100.
The 100.
I'm trying to watch that again. I'm almost at season 2. I don't know. It's not holding me.
I feel like I should go back and watch Flash Forward and see what happened.
No.
Don't.
No.
No. It's just odd. We should do a flash forward cast.
Flash forward podcast. Somebody probably does. I mean, there's one for everything apparently.
Didn't Jay and Jack do one?
I'm sure they did at the time.
Yeah.
All right. The only way that show would work is if you, at the end of each episode, try to predict what's going to happen in the next one. Like flash forward, next episode, this is probably going to happen. And it will never happen.
It'll never. Nothing will ever happen.
Yeah, at least the creative juices will be flowing and it'll be interesting, unlike that show was.
I wonder how many episodes that was. I have to go look. It's interesting.
Not as many as Angela Lansbury.
Well, look, there's a lot of Murder She Wrote out there.
Oh my God, we have so much to talk about.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have like a throat connection, right?
I do. I figured that will get your glands salivating, I guess.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say something else, and and then I figured I'll behave myself at least for the first 5 minutes of this podcast
Because it's before 12 a.m.
It is. It's 11:15 for me.
Yeah, before 12 p.m. Sorry.
Yeah. So it's both of those things.
It's also technically before 12 a.m.
Yeah. That's the way the time works. So how have you been? How is your week? I guess I'll drive.
Yeah.
Michaela,
Yeah, we need to bring in the big
guns.
guns to let us know how we should podcast because I forget.
Oh,
Michaela,
yeah.
How are the chickens?
Well, no, we have an announcement about the last episode.
Well, do we want to say this?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Well, you guys. Well, do we want to talk about that? Okay. Well,
I don't know.
well, you'll notice that the chirping stopped about halfway through the last episode because the chick died. That was sad. But I didn't even cry on the show. Well, then the other one was kind of like went Looney Tunes because it was all on its own. So I kind of like snuggled it, and then it just started failing, unfortunately. But the first one didn't thrive. Like that happens sometimes, and if a chick doesn't thrive, it's not going to live. So it was kind of awful. But considering that we were just shocked any of them hatched at all in Dave's homemade incubator made out of a igloo cooler, we were shocked it worked. So we have another like 17 eggs in there right now. And
Wow.
see what happens. Yeah. Dave's building a
So
pen as we speak.
is that how they make nuggets then?
What, with baby chicks?
Yeah. Or do baby chicks turn into chicken nuggets? That's how it works?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah. Same place to get baby carrots from, I guess.
Oh, good. Good.
In the land of baby things.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm sorry to have to break that news to people, especially, like everyone's kids was watching. Wow. English is my first language. Everyone's kids were watching on the internet. So I felt a little like I didn't really want to make an announcement that, oh, by the way,
The chick just died.
here's the reality of life, kids. Death is a reality. Ask
Oh
your
my
mom about
God,
it.
that would have been amazing.
Ask your parents about it.
If you went into like this very dark tirade of being like, that's just how it is, children. One day you're along, peeping away, and the next you die.
Face first in your food.
Life is short, so you better squeeze it by the balls and live every minute you can.
If you're lucky, you die like the
Chicken's
first
gonna
chick.
die.
That's true. You live like the first chick under someone's boob. That's all right. If you die alone, like the other one did in the middle of the night, not so good. So just find a nice boob to sit under.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that what happened here is the weather changed significantly. It's like it went from summer to fall overnight, and it was unfortunately the day the chicks hatched.
That's tough on the.
And so the humidity and everything changed all in like 24 hours. So, yeah.
I gotta say though, that's pretty impressive. Like a human baby, if you just left it to its own devices, would not do so well.
No.
If you're just if you just left a baby with a pile of food and some water,
yeah.
Probably
I was going to go and brag about that online. Like, hey, Des, my baby can already walk.
My baby can walk.
Within 40 minutes of being out, it's eating on its own. I mean, come on.
It's true. They are a little more resilient.
It's amazing. It was an
Advanced.
amazing experience. Like, honestly,
Yeah.
it was shitty that it didn't work out, but fall chicks, apparently it's a bit of a problem. So we'll see how the next 17 go.
17.
Either way, I'm going to eat them, so it doesn't matter. Die
true.
now, die later.
I think part of it was also that you didn't have Rob there to mother them.
Yeah, well, that could be true.
Rob just needs to like nuzzle up to all them eggs and
Nuzzle
yeah, like
Put on his
give-
chicken hat and sit
Yeah, give off some of his body heat to keep them warm.
Mhm.
Rotate them once a day or so. That's I think an egg thing.
It is. You have to move them around because the mother kicks them around in the nest, and if you don't, then the
Oh, really?
chick will stick to the side of the egg.
Oh,
So
wow.
like 5 times a day or so, we turn them.
You should have but if anybody doesn't know this, I'm the only person who's recording who has their video on.
It's true.
but
You're
it
so
gives
handsome, so.
It gives me good visibility. I have a story about that too. But I was thinking you need the claw then from like Jurassic Park that goes and like picks up the eggs and turns them. Like you need to just buy one of those, and then you would have to do less work.
Well, actually, Dave's created this little tray that they sit in, and we just move a stick back and forth, and the eggs roll.
Oh,
It's
right.
like almost like if you think of a ladder, so they're sitting in between the rungs of the ladder, and so you just push the stick, and they roll and pull it back, and they roll back. It's nice.
Oh, that's cool.
He's kind of a smart guy. I don't know. I don't know.
I like
where
it.
comes from.
What if you put them in like a hamster wheel and had a really slow motor on it?
Ooh. There you go.
That might work.
Like really slow. Not
Like
like,
scrambled eggs by the end.
yeah. You want it really slow, just barely rotate.
Well, this is only version 1, so who knows what the future will hold.
Put
Maybe
like,
they'll go on a little like a carrot. What do they call
Yeah.
those things? Ferris wheels.
yeah, like
And
a
eggs just
Ferris
keep
wheel.
turning all day.
Yeah, like an egg Ferris wheel.
But
this is
I feel
great.
like the
It
Ferris
might be
wheel.
complicating the issue.
The Ferris wheel would just go in a circle. It
Mhm.
doesn't really move the egg itself.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, they need to be like spinning at the bottom or
It
something.
needs to be more like an egg fireball, where like the individual egg would also turn upside down,
Mm.
Yeah.
and then it rotates in a circle as well. There's lots of hand gestures that are going on as I do.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. So I will say to prep for the show, I did try to compose myself as much as possible. I don't know why. I haven't showered for probably a day and a half or more.
Wow, I wish I looked that good when I didn't shower for a day and a half.
But for some reason I did put on deodorant
Just
to
in
make sure, just in case I was on video. I thought that was a good thing to do
Smell-o-vision.
because now it appears as if I have showered, but yet I'm still telling you all. So the point is moot.
that is
Well, it was kind of like we were talking about this the other day. Now that we all have video streaming all the time, and we talk all the time face to face with people now, it's just you have to pick paint color that matches your skin tone in your home. You have to think about these things. It's not like Joan Jetson, that helmet just came over her face and she was ready for her video chat. Someone
Jet.
needs to invent that.
wait.
Joan Jetson.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Joan Jett. I was like, I don't
No, and the Black Hearts. Maybe that's what I said, but I meant Mrs. Jetson. Was her name Joan? I think it was.
Jane.
Did you know that
Jane, his wife.
Jane, his wife? Oh my God, you're right. So that helmet came out and it just went zook over her face, and when it came off, she was like all made up.
Mhm.
Yep.
We need that,
It's true. We do.
or
Good.
less vanity. One of two of those.
No. More vanity. More vanity.
No,
I also put like eye cream on because my eyes were puffy because I just woke up. Like I went for the full, more vanity, please.
Well, it's working for you, so
Thank
you're all
you.
right. Yeah.
yeah, less vanity. That's how you end up with like the 1800s when nobody bathed or anything.
No, I didn't
Yeah.
say less cleanliness. I just said less vanity. You can still be clean, and you don't have to put on makeup and stuff.
But if there's no vanity, then where are you going to do your makeup? That is where people did their makeup
It's
at the
true.
vanity.
At the vanity.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sitting at mine right now. There's no sink or anything, but I have a mirror at my desk. It's kind of vain when you think about it. Like when I'm sitting here typing away, I can look up at any time just to see my visage.
So I like the idea that you're not looking at any of us, but as you're podcasting, you're looking at yourself.
I like to stare at myself when I podcast.
I pretend we're on TV.
I love the idea that everybody I'm talking to sees this beautiful face.
They're so lucky.
Yeah, so I did quite a bit of prep for the show. I do obviously think of you, Michael David, every time I hear about Murder She Wrote.
Mhm.
I as an individual who lives in Northern California, have a lot of fun places to go and visit. It's actually really cool because very rarely, I think, in the world can you go from the beach to a major city to the snow all in one day. And that's kind of the benefit of living here. I could probably also stop at wine country on my way up. But in doing so, I've been taking lots of fun weekend trips and kind of trying to explore different cities. Santa Barbara was on the list this year. That was a lot of fun. But one on the list was Mendocino, California. Unfortunately, I didn't make it there. But for fans of Murder, She Wrote, Mendocino is actually where they filmed Murder, She Wrote. So most of the buildings, most of the structures, if you're a Murder, She Wrote fan like Michael is, basically it looks like Cabot Cove. Cabot Cove is Mendocino. And you can actually stay in her house. Her house is a bed and breakfast.
Whoa.
You just
Uh,
made
Michael's
Michael's
booking
next
a flight
holiday
right
plans.
Yeah.
Tap, tap, tap,
Where
tap,
does
tap,
she
tap,
road
tap.
tour?
Yeah, so before you go to Comic-Con next year, you should stop by there and then make your
Well,
drive down.
I think we're actually going to California in April.
Oh, fun.
Probably going to do Yosemite, Tahoe, et cetera, et cetera.
That's fantastic.
So we'll be up in the Northern California area.
Please let me know.
I will definitely let you know. It'll be
I'll be tent adjacent to you.
tent adjacent. I don't know if we'll be in a tent. I'm not a camper.
All right.
I'm very
You're not a manly outdoorsman.
no.
You cannot be seen wielding an axe and chopping wood.
Yeah, but then I want to go back to a hotel later and sleep in it and have a nice bed.
All right.
That's why you just buy a motorhome.
Yeah, I would say the Tiana Lodge is very nice. That's right outside of Yosemite. I've stayed there before. Or the Ahwahnee Hotel is the actual hotel in.
That's the one in, right?
Yeah, that's the one in the middle of Yosemite. But Tiana is also nice. Good places, and you can do lots of fun activities and some cool hikes there and archery. If that's your bag.
Oh, archery.
Yeah.
Connor might like that. He's an archer.
Is he?
Well, he likes to fancy himself an archer.
So it's such a popular sport nowadays. There's a full archery store downtown from my house.
Really?
Wow.
And I'm friends with the owner, so I had dinner with one of them the other night. And they're starting to go to conventions. So what they're doing is they're setting up booths at all the different comic book conventions with an archery theme, so they'll have the bows, but instead of having full arrows on it, it'll be the soft tips on the end. And then they'll set up targets and for called $1, you can go and try to hit the target and you'll get a raffle ticket to actually win a bow.
That's a great
Cool.
idea, actually.
Yeah, so they've done a couple so far. It's actually been a huge hit every time. Archery Santa Cruz is the company, but Erica also took some photos with Michael Rooker. And then the Green Arrow himself actually signed a couple of shirts for the store.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's actually a great idea for the Conzo because you have so many archery-based characters in fantasy, and
Yeah.
Yep.
it makes complete sense.
And if you like those characters, why not actually learn a sport?
Yeah, and learn how to do something.
I always wanted to learn to shoot a bow.
Yeah.
I think it would be
Dave,
cool.
Well,
but-
next
Dave
time
built his own. That was his last project.
He built his own bow?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's badass.
That's
He
even
just goes on YouTube and finds out how to make shit and does it.
wow.
So how many pounds can it hold?
I have no idea of any of these things.
See?
Do you want me
I
to
don't
get them?
No, it's okay. But I mean, it's partially the bow, partially the weight of the string. It's pretty complicated. It's not just a string on a piece of wood.
Yeah, and
I
if
think
you're
he made
using
it out of PVC.
compound bow versus just a traditional bow where you're going to have to do all the pulling.
Yeah, but if you're gonna do, a compound bow, I don't know. That's more of
Hunting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
not for
Yeah, well, you want like a recurve. A recurve is really long bows look cool, but they're not as practical. A recurve bow is like the bow you want to go with, and like I don't know. We'll stop the archery talk now. Sorry.
Wait, so have you been doing archery?
I have
Tried it?
I've tried a couple of times, and like I don't have my own gear, but I've gone in and like used some of their stuff. And it's cool. It's a lot of fun.
That seems like fun.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into it. It's got to be around here somewhere too.
So Rob, next time you're here, let's go shoot some bows and arrows.
Yeah, let's do that.
And you know what I'll do? I'll we'll put Mike's face on it.
Yeah.
On the target, and then the one who gets closest. Yeah.
Oh.
But not his regular face, like his murder she wrote face.
Combo.
You as Angela Lansbury.
Amazing.
I should just make that my profile picture.
You should.
Totally.
Really?
I agree.
Yeah.
And no one would second guess it. Everyone would just be like, "That's right."
That looks perfectly normal. I don't see anything wrong there.
All right, so Michaela, we got your update. Rob, what have you done the last week?
Let's see. I just went to Philadelphia for a day. So that was fun.
Wait, you went to Philly and you didn't?
Oh yeah, I went to Philly. You were gone.
You were out of town. Yeah. He stood at your door knocking. You never answered, Mike. What the hell?
What part of Philadelphia?
So I went to Eastern State Penitentiary.
Oh, you went to okay.
Yeah, I've never been there, so that was really, really cool. I really like prisons for some reason. Like every time I go to San Francisco, like I have to go to Alcatraz. Like I don't know, I just really like it for some reason.
There's a lot of history in those places too.
Yeah, I don't know, the history, like the morbidness of it, like just how many people like suffered there and died there. Not that I like get off on that or anything, but like I'm not like, yeah, so many people suffered and died. Yeah, you know.
Well, there's, do you like real crime? You like true crime stuff too, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's all
and cults? Are you into cults at all?
Sure. Yeah. It's
sure.
See, I think that when you're into that kind of stuff, I'm right there with you. Dave doesn't understand it. Like I've been watching this show called Call the Midwife, and it's this old BBC show set in like the late early 1900s.
Oh, Tales of the Midwife or whatever it is.
It's called Call the Midwife. And it talks about like the workhouses and stuff. So I was reading all about it, and I was like, holy shit! And he's like, why are you reading it? And I'm like, it's history. There's nothing wrong with reading history. It's kind of cool, actually. Like to find out, because they had such socialism that they had to deal with the masses, right? So they put them in workhouses when they were poor. It's crazy to me, just crazy. Anyway, so yeah, history's great.
Yeah,
I'm right there with you, Rob.
That was fun. And then I wanted to go to the Museum of Art, like where the steps are, because those are the Rocky steps.
Yeah.
No.
But
Made in America.
Yeah, there was a huge concert that blocked off the entire area.
Yeah, the Parkway was probably closed. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna blame Rihanna because that she was the one
and
there.
Blame Coldplay too.
Coldplay was on the next day, but Rihanna that night. So I'm blaming Rihanna.
That sounds like a heck of a street concert.
It's 2 days.
Like a 2-day festival. Yeah.
Cool.
Like music all day long, but yeah, like they blocked off the whole front of the museum.
Yeah. Well, you could have ran through the Italian market, like.
Although, could you sound more nerdy, Rob? Like just in the second, like I really wanted to go to the museum, and this damn music concert was in the way. The people, they would listen to music for 2 full days. Who listens to that much music?
I wanted to go up and down steps.
All of you people, get out of my way.
Could you turn it down a little bit? I'm trying to appreciate the art.
I'm making a video here. Well, I'm going to go to the Vancouver Art Gallery sometime before the end of September because they are showing a Picasso exhibit.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
I think I actually want to go back because they have that that Terror Behind the Walls thing. Like they turned it into a Halloween attraction.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yeah, which sounds awesome.
Yeah, probably starts in the next few weeks. Yeah.
It does. Yeah, I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights in Universal, the 15th of September. But sometime in the next couple of months, I would like to maybe do that again. It's still so close. So it's
I love how excited you get for Halloween. It honestly,
I
it's
know.
one of your
Dude,
favorite
I
holidays.
love Halloween so much.
Do you know what you're gonna dress up as yet for Halloween?
I don't know. I mean, I got a pretty Kylo Ren costume that I use for something, so I feel like I have to reuse that again to make it worthwhile.
What's the costume?
Kylo Ren costume.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kylo
all
Ren.
right.
Kylo Ren. Yes. So like, yeah, I spent enough money on it, so I figured I should use it more than once. So I'll
Yeah.
probably end up doing that instead of like buying another. You know what I mean? Like, still
Yeah.
relevant. So
Well,
Yeah,
if you come down and do it on October 8th, and then October 9th in the morning, I'm running a 5,000 yards race for a brewery, and then we can have beer afterwards.
oh.
And you don't.
So you're just running towards beer, pretty much.
Yeah, I'll be running towards beer, and then Rob could just meet me and have beer.
That sounds
Wait, is it a Halloween themed run?
No, it's just a beer themed run.
Oh, but can Rob still be in his Kylo Ren costume at the race?
Yeah, that would be actually pretty amazing.
drinking pumpkin spice
That'd be
beer.
probably
That
pretty.
would actually,
Yeah.
But yes, I would be.
Well, I got my pumpkin harvest. I don't know if any of you saw it online. It was massive pumpkin harvest.
I did. Those things were ginormous.
I got one pumpkin of all the vines I grew, and it fits neatly in the palm of my hand. I know I planted mini pumpkins, but that's ridiculous.
So then what's the difference between a pumpkin and a gourd?
Well, a pumpkin is a pumpkin, and a gourd is from the pumpkin family, but is not a pumpkin.
Not a pumpkin.
oh, really? I thought it was the opposite way.
I
thought
think
a pumpkin was a gourd.
Well, I think it's like a subspecies, maybe. I don't know.
I thought pumpkins were gourds.
Master's degree
Not
in
all gourds
gardening.
were pumpkins.
It's
Let's look at
like
gourd
a-
versus pumpkin.
Ooh, this is very compelling.
Hey,
I-
it's
I
a
did-
question that has been asked
Yeah.
repeatedly on the internet.
I wanted to know.
Yeah, I
But
thought it
how
was,
do we? how do
Because
we
I
know
just
if-
thought they were little versions. Because like you go and buy pumpkins, or you pick your own pumpkin. You like,
Yeah.
I love picking my own pumpkins. Like I love going into a field and pretending like I'm manly and putting on a flannel. Like how many pumpkins can you carry?
Hey, I
That's-
wear flannel when I carry my pumpkin around.
See, there
You
you go.
have to. That's like a requirement.
Yeah. So there's always that little basket of gourds, and I'm like, are those just pumpkins that didn't make it? Like, are they like baby
No,
pumpkins?
they're different. Gourds and pumpkins belong to the same family. They do not differ much. A gourd is mainly used as a vessel or container at home. Gourds are also used as musical instruments such as drums and string instruments. When
What?
comparing the two, gourds are mostly decorative.
So
Like, you see
wait.
them-
Wait, so gourds are used as containers and musical instruments,
yeah.
and pumpkins you make pie and
Pie out of.
jack-o'-lanterns out of?
Yeah.
That's the difference?
But there's different kinds of pumpkins. There's pie pumpkins. There's like jack-o'-lantern pumpkins, pretty much the same thing. There's sweet pumpkins. There's
no, there
mini
isn't. Get the
pumpkins.
fuck out of here.
There's pumpkins that are grown specifically as jack-o'-lantern pumpkin.
No,
Yeah.
Is it
I
because
disagree.
it's bigger or something?
Both the gourd and the pumpkin are unique in themselves. During the times of Halloween, pumpkins are used as jack-o'-lanterns in the house. Oh, okay, whatever.
I think it has to do with the size.
I highly doubt.
What about this?
Well, because
Go on.
it'd have to be a good size to
To be a jack-o'-lantern.
to carve.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you don't want it too little. You don't want it too big. You want it just right.
Yeah,
It
I
is hard
can't
to
carve
carve.
my jack-o'-lantern. It's too little. Pumpkins are
Just one
edible
little,
and eaten when ripe. I don't think
And-
gourds are mostly ornamental. I think that's the thing. Like you put them on your table in your horn of plenty, or you can, hollow all them out and
It's a
make
cornucopia,
birdhouses out
bitch.
of
Get it
them.
right.
Yeah, well, horn of plenty, whatever, dude. Tomato,
America.
tomato. It's Istanbul. It's Constantinople. Okay, so gourds, think birdhouse. Pumpkin, think pie and jack-o'-lantern.
There,
you go.
you make birdhouses out of gourds?
Totally. You can dry them out, and you could make a little hole and stick a little stick in there. And
Is that what those like weird hanging things that look like people have Blair Witch in their yard look like? Is that a gourd birdhouse? There's
could
all
be, sure.
things hanging from. Oh,
This has been 101 Uses for Gourds with Michaela and Michael. Please stay tuned for Rob with Tech Talk coming up on Chatterbox.
I seriously need to start a farming blog. It's getting out of hand. It's like seeping into everything at this point.
Ew, gross. You should get a mop.
Oh,
My pumpkins are seeping into everything.
we do pick gourds. When we go pumpkin picking, we do get gourds, though, for decorative purposes.
Yeah.
Decorative
Yeah.
purposes.
Well,
Can you
not,
make your gourd into a musical instrument? Because they can vibrate sounds. That's why.
I'm going to have to try that next time.
I bet you could use it for other purposes than if it vibrates sounds. Just
And you can make holes in them?
Uh-huh.
And it
What?
is
No.
nice and pushy inside too.
How did we get on this topic?
I don't know.
Like,
You asked. That's how we got here. It's your
Yeah,
fault.
that's true. Pumpkins, Rob's Halloween costume.
Rob's love
Rob-
of Halloween.
Rob likes going to horrible things. Rob, are you gonna ever have like a date in a cemetery? Like, is that where you're like, yes,
That'd be awesome.
people died here?
Yeah.
Mm. You sound like you're turning more into like one of the Adams.
you do want
It's so horribly morbid tonight.
you
Lovely. Mm.
do Terror Behind the Walls, go to Laurel Hill Cemetery, too.
Ooh. Okay.
It's like an old, it's very old. Like Revolutionary War old.
Cool. Like that.
I was gonna make a fresh Prince reference when you first said Philadelphia, and you know what? You blew it.
And
You blew it. Yeah.
I believe Laurel Hill Cemetery is in West Philadelphia.
No, that's where I was born and raised. You didn't even ask.
where'd you spend most of your days?
You know, I'm not gonna bother telling you anymore.
Okay.
We've missed the moment.
Did you know there's a place called the Plateau where everybody go?
No.
Oh, jeez, nobody knows summertime. Jesus Christ!
Summertime.
I was probably listening to AC/DC when that came out, so I'm sorry. Can I help you?
I was probably listening to Ace of Base. So Michael,
Sign.
Michael, if you were not in your region, where were you when Rob was in Philadelphia?
We were all in Disney, enjoying a week. Actually, we were in Central Pennsylvania for a few days, and then in Disney for a few days.
Is there a count on this podcast of how many times you've gone to Disney in a year?
This year?
Yes.
Well, we only went in April and August, and we'll be there in November. So it will be 3 eventually this year.
Wait, April, August. You forgot. Oh, August and September. Duh. Never mind.
We'll be going at Thanksgiving, so that'll be 3 times.
Okay.
I believe Connor has been like 20 times since he's been born.
Whoa.
Or
Is he
more.
like it's old hat to him, or it's like there's still something new every time?
He still enjoys it. He's he enjoys just going and hanging out there, and he likes seeing the characters and stuff like
Who
that.
has
No.
Who has more fun at Disney? You or him? Or Renee?
That's a good question. I don't know. I guess it depends on who's having a meltdown that day.
Yeah. You
Wait,
are.
is Meltdown good or Meltdown bad?
Meltdown is bad.
It depends. If you're having a meltdown, that means you had a really good time.
Yeah. Not good meltdown, like bad, like oh my god, it's so hot, or I'm so miserable meltdown.
Or Michael's on the floor in the hotel kicking and screaming. No?
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, that could happen. No, he loves it.
What's your favorite part of Disney, Mike?
My favorite part, Carousel Progress.
Oh, I love that one.
I'm a traditionalist.
I do like that.
No, but
Um,
I like now Connor's doing all the roller coasters and stuff now, so I get to do that stuff again. So
Oh,
that's
cool.
wait,
That's cool.
are you saying like the actual carousel?
no, the Carousel of Progress.
Carousel
What's the
Progress.
carousel of progress?
It is the most amazing ride in the world. It takes you from the turn of the 20th century all the way up to possibly
It's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Oh, it's so
yes.
good.
There's
Does it
virtual.
play the same song over and over again, like It's a Small World?
Yes, they do actually. It's
Wait.
not as annoying as Small World.
But is it like a carousel? Are you on a horse?
No.
It's a giant theater that spins.
Oh, okay.
It was originally made for the 19th.
You want a horse?
What are you on a horse?
You say carousel of progress, like it sounds like like an oxymoron, like his carousels just go in a circle and there's never any progress. So
How do we keep getting back to this point?
you have to realize that not everybody has been to Disney. Like, so just saying a word does not describe what you're actually doing.
You've been to Disney.
If you were to think
Definitely
of,
been to Disney.
I didn't say
Just
I
thinking
have.
of those
I am
people
talking.
who haven't.
Yeah, I'm talking on behalf of your listeners.
Oh, okay.
The 3 people who listen.
You should be here,
Carousel
Mark.
of
Who,
Progress.
me, Mike, and Rob? Is that what you're
Yeah.
Don't count me.
Pretty true.
You
Just
still
to-
download, though, for our numbers, right?
Yeah, I do download. Yeah, sure. Sure, I do. No, I do.
That's not very convincing.
That's how come
That's-
we have 5 listeners.
Yeah. And Tim's on there, I'm sure.
Tim
And
does
Kelly
listen.
Joe.
Moira apparently listens.
I just talked to Moira.
That's it.
Des, we know Des
Did you?
listens, but she
Yeah.
might not. My baby's faster than hers. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Not anymore. It's not.
Moira is like biking all over the world at this point.
It's true.
Cycling around the world.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She cycled from Canada to New York, right? Not like
And
short
then
distance.
and then back to Canada.
Yeah, like a long distance, not like a short distance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
just random Canada, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't want to give away anything.
I know. And I forgot about, Kingston is where the Tragically Hip are from. And
Oh, is it?
I do believe Moira actually is friends with one of the gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
So I did have to apologize to Moira for saying, I don't know where the concert was held, somewhere in Ottawa. So I'm sorry if I was offensive. Yeah, I apologize for that offense, but none of the other ones. I'm offensive like constantly, but only apologize for the little things. Perfect. Anyway, go on. Go on without me.
Moira cycling all over the place.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You being offensive. I'm trying to remember where we were.
That's it. Moira,
Car-
we were at
Carousel
Moira.
of Progress.
yeah.
Oh God,
Yeah.
we're going backwards. It's because we're just going around in circles.
Yeah, yeah.
You learned the
Basically
progress
what we
of
did.
America from the late 1800s through the 1990s, essentially.
But so it goes into like the kind of the future, and they kind of keep updating it. Well, actually, it's almost scarily accurate.
It goes into the future, like what you're going to be doing
Kind of
later,
like-
and how much
no,
money you're going to be spending on Disney
No,
tickets.
Like there's like
Wow.
so what's interesting is that like I don't know what year it is, but it's like the kids are playing like these virtual reality video games, which happens to be like a thing that's kind of coming now.
But it was also a thing
So,
when they already did it, like in the 90s, like that kind of virtual reality.
I guess it's always coming, huh?
Yeah, it's always coming.
Just like Rob.
Yeah. Which is, I think, what will be happening with virtual reality. 'Cause,
Get the mop again. No, there's a different spill this time.
I would say it's a quaint ride
Yeah.
or quaint attraction, I would say.
Did you guys watch the
Charm.
Olympics at all?
A little bit.
Yes.
Did you see the opening ceremonies?
Very little.
Yes.
So
Like I did.
I was thinking about this during the Olympics. Like, if we did a modern version, because they like kind of told the story of Brazil, and then they claimed to have invented airplanes. I still call shenanigans on that, but but
Well, we
Like-
claim to invent all sorts of stuff.
yeah, that's true. But they were like, oh yeah, and here's all the things that we did, and then there was a point where they're like, our land was beautiful, and then came the Europeans. And I was kind of thinking, like, if they did a modern version of like our story, it's like, and then we killed everyone again, and then we
Yeah.
couldn't get along with each other, and we started fighting again. Like, I don't know. Like, I just thought like our story, the history of America, the Carousel of Progress, would not be like a really great story.
Oh, no. Yeah, no. That's
You
why I
know.
find it entertaining, because I like filling in the gaps.
Yeah, when I was in Santa Barbara, I stopped at one of the missions, and I watched like the mission video about how it came to be, and how people came in to settle the land, and they made it a point to say like the Native Americans who were there, like gladly helped build the cathedral. And I was like, I don't know about that one. Like it's very whitewashed, like I highly doubt people were like, sure, you want us to do all the work for you? No problem. Oh, you're not going to kill us if we do all the work for you? We'll get right on it.
Yeah.
The friars weren't like rolling up their sleeves and digging trenches and shit,
No, they were making somebody else do that shit. Yeah.
So America, we're great but dicey.
Yeah. I would say we have a very similar history to most of the Western Hemisphere.
Agreed.
Canada included.
No, we're superior in every way.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to talk about the?
We don't have to make Canada great
Let's
again.
talk about
because
Justin.
We
He's
already
dreamy.
are.
Talk about Justin.
Dreamy.
Wait, which one?
I don't know.
The good one?
Not Bieber.
Does it good, Justin?
He gets a bad rap, Justin Bieber.
Oh, he's a jerk.
You know what? A year ago, I was totally agreeing with you, Mike, but he's kind of a dick. Like, he needs to settle down. Like, when a fan gives him a gift and he throws it in the garbage in front of her, like, fuck off. You're just a
Maybe
dick.
it's a terrible gift.
Well, he didn't even open it. He didn't even acknowledge her. He's done it a couple of times, so it's kind of like, yeah, you're just a dick.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
There's a fly in here with me. Under attack. Get away.
But no, the good Justin is Justin Trudeau, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't that remain to be seen, though? I mean, he hasn't been in office. He's only been in office for a little while.
It really does remain to be seen. Those things are.
And there's absolutely no visibility with any government, regardless of what they say. So who knows what's really going on?
But there's visibility in terms of him being really dreamy in pictures. So
it's true. He's really good at that. He's really, really good at being everywhere all the time with his mug.
With his mug.
Mugging about. I mean, I like him. I voted Liberal because I didn't really see that was any choice.
Ooh, that's an interesting question. Do you vote by party or do you vote by person?
Yeah.
We vote for our members of parliament locally, and that we don't vote for the prime minister directly.
What?
Parliamentary, yeah.
Yeah, we have a parliamentary system. So whoever gets the most seats wins.
And then they pick a leader. Essentially.
That's usually predetermined before.
Yeah, well, they usually have a leader.
Well, that is always yeah. So there's like a leader of the Liberal Party, a leader of the Conservative Party.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
I learned something new.
There you go.
The more you know.
The more you know. Yeah.
It's very similar to the UK, right?
Yeah, but I mean, realistically, here we have a couple of parties that have always ruled the land, and
sausage.
It'd be nice to get
sausage
some
party, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I mean Justin's done a half and half, right? I mean he's made half of his government, like his leadership team, is half male, half female. He says the reason is because it's 2015 was what he said at the time.
That's right.
That's about time that would happen. I mean.
Yeah. Well, just hope honestly, if you look at the list of the qualifications of the people who got the jobs, they got them based on their qualifications and not just because he was trying to make a 50-50 cabinet to the point of it.
Yeah, but at some point you do just have to make a 50-50 cabinet. Or
you could have more women than men, or you could have...
Yeah, but I mean, minimally...
How dare you?
I had a really interesting conversation yesterday about feminism with a lady under 30 that is a friend.
Oh my God,
of mine.
please. One of my new favorite topics.
A millennial.
No. Yeah. She was telling me that her boyfriend, who's a couple of years younger than her and who is a Trump supporter, you're a Canadian. What are you talking about? You can't, whatever. And that that he is a regular 4chan member.
Oh God.
And he has informed her that feminism is bullshit because women want the equal rights to do the same jobs as men, but they're not physically strong enough to be garbage men and things like that.
What?
I just about fucking, you sort of picked me up off the floor. I was like, thank you for this 1982 argument that we're having right now, because this is the most throwback conversation I've had in a very long time. Women can't be garbage men. Are you kidding? garbage trucks have like things that they're automatic now.
Yeah, most of the time now they're just automatic. Yeah.
So nobody needs to be, like, come on. And I told her that generally when men inform me of why I don't require feminism, I generally tell them to fuck off.
Good for you. Good for you.
Because you're not going to mansplain to me why I am already equal in society when you have, never had to cross the road because you feel physically threatened by somebody walking towards you or behind you. When these are things that are parts of our lives ingrained in us every single day, that every man is a threat, that, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I was also a 70s latchkey kid, so there's a lot of going on there. But, we were threatened a lot, because we were on our own a lot. So, I mean.
Yeah, I think, I think that you're right.
It was very frustrating for me because this is the second time we've had a conversation like this. And when I hear a young woman say, well, I'm not a feminist, I think, and I said to her, I'm not necessarily a feminist either. I'm a humanist. I want everybody to have equal rights. And if a white, straight man is telling me that it's okay because we already have equal rights and we just want extra, I'm thinking, your understanding of this topic is so basic that we're not going to have this conversation. Because you're not going to ever be able to see, that women sacrificed so that you could have the right to choose not to be a feminist, and sacrificed greatly, and that all of these things are here for you to have these choices, and to have no knowledge of it and to have no interest in educating yourself about it, to me is kind of stunning for a young woman. I don't get it. So I'll get off my soapbox before I hurt myself now.
No. You're on the right soapbox. It's interesting to me. I've been on this very big, equality, rights, bias, etc. thought process over the past, call it 6 months or so. I also ended up doing, this is so funny. It's like there's product placement. I did a session with this author right here as I'm holding up a book. It was Professor Banjani, who's from Harvard. I spent 5 hours with this woman talking about bias. Wow. And deep questions, and everybody kind of the more she would perform either a test or talk to us, the deeper we kind of got into the topic. And one of the ideas is that we need concepts like feminism. Oh, sorry. Never mind. My time's up.
Please pass the buzzer to the next contestant.
So we need concepts like feminism because there is still this ingrained bias in people's brains. Yes. So she was hiring for a position over at Harvard and realized that the top, let's call it the top 5 individuals for the position didn't, in the field, did not apply. And she reached out to all 5, and all 5 of them happened to be women. And all 5 of those women all said the same answer. They're like, well, we read the ad, and it said that you were looking for the best in the field, and you're looking for this, and you're looking for this, or looking for this. And I didn't think I was qualified.
Wow.
And she was like, you're the best. It doesn't get better than the 5 of you. I don't understand. And she's like, but there was this concept of the standards must be so high, obviously. And these are the best people in their field. Right. Obviously I'm not good enough. The fact that is still ingrained in somebody's thinking, says that we need to progress still.
Oh, absolutely. We need to progress still. When, some of the things that I it's so funny for me because I see my niece who's 14 and she's just standing up for everybody's rights. And, I make jokes about not being a feminist, and I make jokes about, I just want the right to tell dirty jokes and stuff. But, this is a very ingrained issue for me. Obviously I'm a woman and I have a voice and I'm not a quiet one. And I like that Beatrix Potter thing that I posted yesterday about her love for mycology and how she loved mushrooms so much that she started drawing them and doing experiments and figuring out that genetically that this one particular mushroom came from anyway, the science of it all, I could explain it, but read the article. It's nice. And there's lots of pretty pictures. But she couldn't even present her own paper because women were not allowed in the society. They weren't allowed to be members. And then when her uncle presented her paper, they wouldn't even look at it. They put it on a side table and completely discarded it. And her science was right. Her science was right. But because she was a woman, they just wouldn't even look at it, And the other thing I said to my friend was, if somebody is telling you that you don't need more rights, you need to look at what they're going to lose by you getting more rights.
Yep.
What's it going to cost your handsome, young, white, straight boyfriend if you get the right to be a garbage man at equal pay? It's not going to cost, what's it going to cost him? Why is he so scared of that?
Yeah, exactly.
Why does somebody feel, if somebody feels that threatened by something, you have to stop and ask yourself, what have they got to lose? It's like when I have conversations with people when I'm in the States about the medical system in Canada, and they say, but right now I can go and get my knee repaired today if I fall down. And if everybody has medical, I'll have to wait. Right? So it's like
big line. Yeah.
So it's like, well, it benefits everybody though. So it's good for everybody. It's like people say, oh, I shouldn't have to pay taxes for schools because I don't have kids. But do you want a bunch of dumb, angry, poor children who are going to grow up to then be running, the hospitals and your office and the people who are going to be in charge of making sure you have a nice comfy bed when you're old? We have to think about other people. And this is what I was talking about the other day about compassion and self-compassion. It's so important, Anyway, I don't know how we got here, but yay, feminism. Rob, we lost Rob. I'm sorry, Rob. How do you feel about feminism, Rob?
Yeah, Rob, how do you feel about ladies' rights?
I like ladies' rights.
Also,
ladies should have rights.
Can I just say she probably studied mushrooms because they look like dicks?
Do you think? I often take pictures of mushrooms, especially. You've seen some of my dick mushroom pictures, haven't you?
No, I just wanted to undercut the entire thing.
Yeah, no, I've taken
really
some seriously awesome dick pictures of mushrooms. I
just wanted to undercut the entire concept of being like, well, yeah, obviously she studied mushrooms. Mushrooms look
because they look like dicks, obviously.
Okay, obviously.
I'm going to put together a book, and it's going to be all dick mushrooms.
There you go. The weird thing that's never brought up though is like 90% of police are men.
Yeah.
Doesn't that create a major issue off the bat?
Well, we've got a huge problem here with this sexual harassment that goes on in the females on the force. It's been well documented.
Yeah, I mean, shouldn't immediately we be getting towards a point where it's representative of the population of the country? Like at least 50% women, not to mention every other disparity within the departments.
The RCMP is working really hard in Canada to get more women to join, and they want more minority women to join the force.
Yeah. It's my friend Gina actually was going to school to be a corrections officer, and for a while was working in the prison system. But she's tall and blonde and very attractive. And so everyone used to refer to her as Prison Barbie.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was the idea. Like, oh, you're tall and attractive and blonde. Like, obviously you can't, protect yourself against, these other individuals who are being locked up. Like, it really is. It's crazy.
It's just about opportunity for everyone and everyone to have the same opportunity to make that, like I said to Randy, I said, I don't want to go and apply for a job and get offered less money because my boss assumes that I'm just a little lady and I've got a man at home to supplement my income.
Yeah.
And that people think that way, you get in some of these old boys clubs businesses, which I have worked in a few of, and all bets are off. You get your sexism, your racism, the whole 9 yards. It's all sitting right there in white and white.
Yeah. Truth.
Yeah. Truth. Anyway, that was deep for us. We don't normally get that deep, but hey, if we're all talking about it in our community, we can talk about it, right? And it's important. But I was just a little bit flabbergasted because I was just like, you're literally saying that you don't believe in rights for yourself to be equal. I'm having a hard time with that. So
No, thank you on rights. I'm full. I've had enough
Yeah.
rights for now.
I've got enough
I
right
know.
now.
I have a hard time expressing it in a way that makes sense. I apologize for that because it does get in my brain and I'm like, blah, all of it at once.
No. I think you have a valid voice, and a voice that represents a big section of the community. You shouldn't discredit what you say at all.
I always
never.
end up in arguments with people online, so I don't do it.
No.
Well, arguing online is generally useless anyway.
That's true.
Yeah.
But it's not like I just, yeah, when people are their view is so narrow and call it racism, call it xenophobia, call it homophobia, call it whatever you want. It's a narrow life view is what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The only thing you have to relate to is that small place you've lived. And so there's just, we have to, if you insist on living like that, then just keep it off the internet.
There is something to that, though. There is an idea that there are documented studies and sociological concepts of, unless somebody is exposed to something, like, they fear it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So unless somebody's exposed to equal opportunity, or somebody's exposed to a member of the LGBTQ community, or exposed to various races and various religions, they're going to have this giant fear about it until they realize, like, it's within their own, like, family circle, or whether it be blood or extended,
Mm-hmm.
and the perfect example is there was, like, this congressman who constantly voted. He was constantly voting on, like, negatively against any sort of LGBT bill that came out, until his son approached him and came out to him. Then he had a different worldview about what it was to be gay, and then he started voting for these initiatives. And the press kind of went to him and said, "Hey, we've noticed, like, you've changed your stance. What's going on?" And he was like, "Well, yeah, of course I've changed my stance. Like, my son came out, I have a better understanding now, and now it makes sense that, like, I'm trying to kind of correct what I did." The problem with that, though, is your gay son will never also have the experience of being a person of color and
Right.
being a woman and being all of these other things that you've been mischaracterizing, or that you've been voting against. Like, just because you haven't had that experience, like, especially when it comes to the lawmakers, doesn't mean that it gives you a right to discredit something.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, this was a conversation that we had yesterday as well. We got drunk on wine and got deep on conversation. Randy and I. We were talking about, that exact kind of thing, Oh, go ahead. Anyway, I'm staying out of it. When we do better, when we know better, we do better, right? I mean, hopefully, I remember this from years and years ago with Sally. This is a long ago. Sally Jesse Raphael. Okay, how long ago was that? 1,000 years?
Oh God, a long time ago.
Yeah, she had on these, skinhead racist guy and his family, and they sent a young man home with them, an African-American young man. And by the end of it, they actually realized he was a human being, an actual goddamn human being.
Crazy.
With feelings and thoughts that, he's not terrifying, not in any way, just wants same opportunities, wants to get along. That's it.
Yeah.
So, we need to get our shit together, people.
That's true.
Good luck. Good luck.
So how much longer do you guys plan on doing this thing? Because I brought a fun change of pace segment. If you'd want to do it,
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah. Is everybody down for?
Get us out of deep, Bill.
Yeah, I'm down for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, hey, I'm sure there's a cross section that's like, wow, they just went there. I'm really next up on NPR, more about gourds.
Gourd.
Hang on, where's the tinkling of the ice and the TV talk?
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there right now. So I'm skipping. I had I kind of listed off what I'm watching right now, but that's not really that interesting. I figured what we could do is fall is in the air.
I refuse it.
It's pumpkin spice everything, and Halloween is coming up. There's lots of stories about scary clowns that are in the news, and I'm not going to talk about that because I don't like clowns.
Plug your ears, Claire.
But I figure we could maybe do like a fall movie preview.
Oh, there's fall movies. Yeah.
There's fall movies that are coming out, and I figured this is right in our wheelhouse. Correct?
Sure. What's
So
coming out? Tell us.
I'm gonna list a couple of things and then say if I'm going to watch them or not. And then I figured if anything tickles our fancy, we could talk about that.
Cool.
I love it when my fancy's tickled.
Well, listen
Good.
to Tickle movie.
Go ahead.
All right, so I'm going to start off with movies that are coming out that I do not want to see.
Okay.
All right, I have just this is a short list. Some of them might be controversial, some of them might not be. But Sully, the movie about Sullenberger,
I have no interest in that. Yeah.
don't want to see that.
I feel like that's a baby boomer movie.
There's another Blair Witch movie coming out. Anybody know that?
Maybe.
Yeah, I heard about
maybe.
that. Actually, I'm kind of intrigued.
Yeah.
Not in the
all right,
theater,
Rob,
though. Not in the theater.
Sell me on it. Why should I care?
Oh, I know nothing about it, but well, actually, I know that it's like found footage, like and like how Blair Witch 2 is just a completely whole separate like full on movie
That was bad.
and junk. But like I don't know, just I actually haven't seen a trailer or anything, but like just I don't know. The first one was so like iconic that
Is it
Do you
maybe?
remember?
I think it's the brother of one of the girl.
Yeah, I'm reading it
it's
here.
Yeah,
James, who is the brother of Heather from the first Blair Witch,
Yeah.
takes a group of friends into the demonic woods to try to figure out what happened to his sister, and then they experience it for themselves. And it says the trailer is creepy, so there you go.
The first one was so good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then the second one was so bad.
Well, because it was found footage stuff, and we'd never seen that before. I don't think. I think
That's
that was
true.
Yeah.
That was the first kind of yeah.
So that was 99. So Rob and I were wee babies at that point.
Wow.
And I remember hearing like it could be real.
yeah.
Mhm, yeah, of course.
yeah,
That's how they marketed it. You know,
they did, yeah.
there was actually online like viral marketing, very early kind of viral marketing.
Mhm.
And the whole website set up, and you could dive into the history of it. It was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, but I went into it going like, could this be real? And like, oh my god, some of the things like it was done on such a small budget, but it was so good. Even
Yeah.
just like the tent shaking stuff, like that still creeps me out
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much.
I think they're going back to those roots, but there's been so much time and so many
Yeah.
footage movies. I don't know. So,
It excites me, but it's like, is it just gonna be like title,
yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah,
I would want to. I like seeing those kind of movies though in the theater, just because like it's fun, like seeing it in the dark with like a whole bunch of people and like, so I might.
Yeah, experience.
Everyone jumping at the same time.
I'm
yeah,
watching the trailer right now. It is very, very creepy.
I'm not gonna press
I
play.
need to check that out.
I'm not gonna.
I'm not gonna press play.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, yeah, it's very, very creepy, especially because I go camping. Like,
Oh
and,
yeah.
and
That was,
I am off in the woods by myself in a tent, and things shake and move, and sometimes it's animals, but I don't want it to be a witch. That'd be bad.
No.
Next up is Snowden. There's a Snowden movie being made with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
wow.
I like
Oh,
him
yeah.
so much, but I don't know if I care about this movie.
Yeah, I
agree.
don't know either. Yeah.
Bridget Jones's Baby.
Oh wow.
I
Yeah.
don't care.
Yeah.
Why is she still making movies?
And
And
did
it-
they not have DNA tests in that movie?
And isn't she too old to have a baby?
Yeah. Hasn't this been going on for like 30 years now?
Right.
And I don't even think she has the same face anymore since we started. I'm sorry, but if you're gonna have somebody cut up your face that much, people are allowed to comment on it. I'm sorry. She doesn't even look like the same person anymore.
That's what it is. It's her baby face. It's just about it's
She
about
needs
her
a face
new
transplant.
It's about her new face.
She's gonna
it's
have
about
a
her new
baby.
face. Yeah. It's Bridget Jones baby faced.
No.
Kevin Hart has like a comedy movie out. Why?
Mm-mm. No.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure.
Um,
fine.
they're doing another adaptation of a Dan Brown book. This one's Inferno.
Oh God.
Oh.
Is what's his name in it again?
Yes. So he's in Sully and
There's so
Inferno.
many details there.
I never understood. Like he was too old when he was cast the first time.
I agree.
like 20 years too old the first time.
He's not my Robert Langdon.
No, and now he's like 30 years too old for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
When I first the books, you don't picture
No.
you don't
I certainly
picture
don't.
Forrest Gump trying to solve crimes.
No.
No, somebody young, maybe a little nerdy.
Maybe more attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never saw him as young, but like not Tom Hanks.
Well, not young, but like 40, not 65.
But
Right.
you'd also think like the allure of like an Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that kind of more of that vibe. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt's busy. He's doing too much already.
Somewhat more nerdy than that, though.
That's true. They're doing another Ring movie. Only this time it's called Rings.
Oh, I saw that.
Very,
Very, very, very clever.
very cool.
Rings.
Sing, which is just it's like an animal animated movie where animals are on like American Idol.
Yeah, Connor wants to see that, so I'll probably see it.
Sticking with the animated, there's an animated movie called Storks.
That looks so stupid. Like, can we stop
God.
pretending that to tell kids that babies come from fucking storks, for God's sakes? Jesus
Yes.
Christ. Can we all grow up at this point? It's 2016.
And then rounding out my I don't want to fucking see these movies. Why Him?
Oh, God, that sounds bad.
Why Him has Breaking Bad and James Franco in it.
Oh, Jesse, what's his face?
No,
Or
no,
the
no.
old one.
The old one. Bryan Cranston.
Cranston.
Bryan Cranston and is like the father of this girl, and she's dating.
Oh, God. Oh,
yeah.
no. Yeah, no.
Right.
We'll pass on that.
And then they're doing Beauty and the Beast, but not the one with Emma Roberts.
Oh, there's another live action one.
Apparently, there's another live action Beauty and the Beast.
Well, you need
How
to
did that happen?
I don't
because
know.
it's out of copyright.
Yeah, but
Oh, is it really?
Things
Wow.
always seem to happen at the same time, though, which is really weird. Like there were two, remember there were two, weren't there two Oz movies or something like that?
Yeah. Well, you know why? Because one person finds out about it and then
Yeah, exactly.
Quickly, we need to do this.
let's get this
Yeah.
out before that other one gets out.
Yeah. So those are the ones I don't want to care. I don't want to see. Maybes, probably a little bit more. Yeah, I heard that, Kat. A little bit more controversial. Magnificent Seven.
Yeah, that's a
I'm
maybe.
gonna see that. Yeah, I'm gonna see that. Why not?
I don't know. I just.
It's either gonna be really good dialogue or really bad dialogue, and either way, it should be good.
Like the cast looks good, but like I don't care. I don't really like westerns. Westerns have to be like really, really good to get me. You know?
Yeah.
Or really, really funny.
Yeah. But like I don't know, Denzel and Chris Pratt just aren't enough to get me like into the theater.
I don't know if that's going to be enough or not. Yeah.
There's Chris Pratt overkill. I think it's gonna happen. Don't you think?
Yeah. I think it
Yeah.
kind of happened.
Yeah.
Which is too
Although-
bad.
He has signed on for the next Jurassic World.
Has he?
Yeah.
That was pretty solid, that first one.
I liked it a
It was,
lot.
it was good. I don't know. Like I feel like they didn't need to put him in that.
What? He was so good in that.
I know he was. I like him, but like I'm just saying, like there's just gonna be like too much of him.
Mhm.
Well, what else is he in?
Well, he's got another one here that's called where did it go?
Galaxy, right? I never saw that, so that's
Passenger with Jennifer Lawrence.
Yep.
There's that one.
And that's
too.
a
When does
that's a
that
space
come out?
movie that's also coming out.
Ooh,
December 21st.
Yeah.
ooh. I
And
like
Guardians
Pratt.
next year. So there's a lot
Mhm.
of Pratt kicking around.
Pratt.
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 Yeah, I don't know. Like, and that I kind of feel like J Law's at that point too. Like, I don't know. There's a certain
Yeah,
points
I
where I'm like,
know.
oh,
I used to be like, I'll see any movie with her, but now I'm like,
yeah. Now I'm like, why don't you like take a year off and then I'll see a
yeah,
movie with
'cause I
you.
think she started doing- It used to be like every movie she did was like amazing, and then it started to be like, now some of them are kind of crappy.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe like start picking your script a little bit more selectively. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
The Will Smith effect.
The Will
Ah.
Smith effect, who ironically was the best part of the shitty movie that he was in. One
That's
of the-
true. That's true.
Very ironic.
I'm guessing you guys talked about that already.
Yeah, last episode.
How
Yeah.
Did you enjoy?
Ugh. I didn't. Okay, I didn't hate it. I saw it with Tim. Tim fell asleep for 25 minutes of it.
Oh God.
And I was just like, okay. I thought it was better than Batman versus
Yeah.
Superman.
So I did too. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
at least
just like.
at least I didn't hate the
It's
movie.
not. It doesn't take much though to be better than that. So.
That's true. So next on the maybe list is Mascots.
What's mascot?
Mascots is the next Christopher Guest movie.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's all about like a mascots cheerleading competition. But of course, a lot of our favorites are in it. Jennifer Coolidge, Parker Posey, Christopher Guest himself, Zach Woods from The Office, Jane Lynch, Fred Willard. A lot of the normal people, Ed Begley Jr. That we know and love. So if you like Christopher Guest style movies, I think that this is one for you guys. That's why it's a solid maybe. I feel like I have to be in the mood for it. So
Yeah. I like those generally, so I'll probably check it out.
Keeping Up with the Joneses
Who is in that?
is on my maybe. It's Gal Gadot,
Okay.
Wonder Woman,
Mhm.
John Hamm, Zach Galifianakis, Patton Oswalt. It's kind of like a mix of a comedy version of Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Okay. Maybe.
So like imagine like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but from the perspective of the neighbors.
Okay. All right.
Like, do you
Maybe.
remember? I mean, I love that movie. Do other people like Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
I never saw it.
What? It's so good.
Really?
It
Yeah.
looked too. I don't know.
Who cares? Brad and Angelina.
Got some
Getting
pretty
down,
good
shooting
action
some guns.
scenes in it, yeah.
Yeah. Rob, Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
No, I didn't see it either.
What? Oh my God, you people are crazy.
See the problem I have here, Chris? See the
Yeah,
problem?
I haven't seen most movies. I haven't seen most movies, and I love that movie.
I've seen less.
I don't know. We could have a movie off of who've seen less movies. I bet it's me.
We'll get one of those lists of 100 movies everyone has seen and see if you guys have seen any of them.
Yes, 100%. That will be my homework. Get the list. I will tell you I've seen none of those movies. I will
None of
cheat.
them.
I'll cheat.
I'll just cheat.
I'll cheat. No, I haven't seen any of these movies.
I think I've only seen 2 Marvel movies.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Just weird.
But I'm saying like in the history of movies. I'm sure you've seen more movies than me.
Oh, probably because I'm older than you.
Well, yeah, that's true too.
You've had more time.
So it's like it's a suburban couple that gets like pulled into a spy plot because their neighbors are government spies.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it's a maybe. My last maybe, Rob is going to hate me for, but it's the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not gonna hate you for it. It's still no one knows really what it is. It's not like based off of actual book. So
Right.
But are you going to go?
I'll
Yeah.
probably see it.
Are you excited for it?
I'm excited for it.
Do you think most people are excited for it?
I think if they're a Harry Potter fan, they are.
I'm interested. I don't know if I'm excited.
But it's not like actual. I mean, it's different. I don't know. Like it's not. It's in the universe, but it's not Harry Potter. You know.
So do you think it's not going to be as popular at all?
No, I don't think it's going to be popular.
Oh yeah, it won't be as.
I don't think they should have planned on doing 3 movies off of it.
There's
Yeah.
3 movies planned for it?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Oh.
It's a little excessive.
Hey, did you hear this? Did you hear this new concept of they might take the play and turn the play into 3 more movies?
Into a I'm like, how do you get a trilogy out of that? It was like a
Well,
3-hour read.
It makes sense to make 1 movie. That's
yeah,
cool.
you do 1. Yeah,
But-
I can see 1. Yeah.
3 is a little like stop with this. Stop making things into trilogies that aren't trilogies.
Oh,
It
that's
doesn't need to be a
crazy.
trilogy.
Yeah.
If it was a really long book, that would be one thing.
No,
It's a really
not. It's super short.
Well, there was no need for the second for the first part of the last Harry Potter movie. I mean, we literally saw Harry and Hermione sitting in a tent for 2 hours. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
That's right. I remember Harry Potter and the camping trip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even watch it. I just skip it.
skip it.
There's no need for that. Get out of here.
Yeah, but at least it wasn't a trilogy out of one long book. This is a short trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're talking about a trilogy out of a short book. I could see one movie.
Like The Hobbit.
Yeah, that was like they shouldn't. If they had made 2 movies, that would have been fine. 3 was too much. But
Yeah.
so whatever. But yeah, I would agree that they should have been cut down to probably 2 movies.
Yeah. So Fantastic Beasts opens November 18th. I'm surprised it's not a little closer to Christmas, to be honest.
But it's the Thanksgiving push.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much the Thanksgiving Christmas release.
I like the cast: Ron Perlman, John Voight, Colin Farrell.
Oh, they're all in it?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Me either. So there you go. Hey, good thing Chris is here. We learned something new.
There you go. This has been a very informative podcast. All right, so I only have 4 yeses.
Mm-hmm.
My 4 yeses are Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I feel like that looks good and it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Rogue
Benedict
One.
Cumberbatch. Rogue One.
Yeah.
Also, yes.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
It does actually, for a video game movie, it actually looks pretty solid.
It really does. Can this be the first like good video game movie?
Video game movie? I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, I feel, you know,
Well,
when is this coming out again?
It comes out December 21st.
Oh,
The page
wow.
I'm reading is Celeb Buzz. I've never been here before. I don't know anything about it. It says, although adaptations games are almost always disastrous, this might just be the exception. So that's good. I don't know if they've seen it or who the fuck they are. Michael Fassbender's in it. Jeremy
Yep.
Irons is in it.
Yeah, it's gotta. I feel like Fassbender wouldn't do it if it was just like a shitty script. But then I feel like games are getting the stories are getting better and better in games where it's like movie quality stories already. So it's like, so it should be pretty easy to make a good movie out of something like Assassin's Creed because there's so much like lore and story there already.
Mhm.
So, you know, unlike something like Mario Brothers, you know, like it was a big challenge.
I'm a plumber.
Oh,
Let's clean the toilets.
Yeah.
That's a little Mickey
Mario,
Mouse.
Mario. Yeah.
so I just bought tickets for Glenn Hansard next Monday.
What is that?
Glenn Hansard? The movie once. Oh my
I
god.
don't know.
Singer. Swell season. Amazing. Oh, you fucking millennials.
Wait. So I know once, but it's
He was the guy in it.
okay. So you're gonna go see him?
Yeah, he's amazing live. Amazing.
Okay. Well, we're just talking about movies. You can't just
Oh,
jump topics like that. I was like, what sort of movie is this?
This is not a transition. I just bought tickets. So I'm announcing it.
Oh, well, congratulations.
We're
Good
also
job.
pleased for you.
Yeah.
Congratulations. So Assassin's Creed, yes?
I'm down. I like
Yeah.
early
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed games, so I would like to see.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's gonna be a toss up because it could either be really good or really bad. It's this really weird premise.
Yeah.
You know, the whole concept of Assassin's Creed is weird, but like I want to see the past stuff. I feel like the past stuff would be really cool.
Yeah, like I feel that's what's going to be hard, the transition between that sci-fi element and the past.
Yeah.
You know, it works in the game because you're in the past so much, you don't, you know, when you hop back and forth, it's not as jarring. Where in a 2-hour movie, it could be a bit jarring.
Yeah, and I mean I think that they might be able to pull off the one thing that everyone wanted to happen, which was to see like what would those skills look like in modern day.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, maybe they might be able to do something like that. That'd be cool.
But I guess that would have been the Hitman movie, and that didn't go over so well, did it?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
And then closing out, the last movie I'm excited about is La La Land.
What is that?
So it's a musical with Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling in it,
Oh, nice.
as well as like J.K. Simmons, Finn Wittrock, who people know from what's the show on FX? The horror movie show.
Oh,
American Horror Story.
Horror Story.
Yes, American Horror Story. Thank you. I don't know why my brain just broke. It's the one about horror, and it's
Show.
yeah, it's a show. People are in it. But the critics are saying really good things. I really like how it looks. And it seems like it's going to be something a little bit different. But I like how it's stylized. I'm really excited about that one.
I think I may have seen a mini preview of that. I remember seeing a quick glimpse of Emma Stone and him walking down the street or something.
Yeah, and everybody says that the opening scene is amazing. I guess spoiler alert. Who cares? It's the opening scene. But it's there's like a musical number that breaks out while everyone's stuck in LA traffic.
Okay.
I kind of feel like that's kind of fitting.
That's kind of perfect for LA at this point.
Yeah. So I feel too. So that was my fall movie preview. Is there any
forgetting a couple movies there that may or may not be of interest to you?
Okay.
One being Trolls, the Trolls movie.
The Trolls movie.
Wait, a troll?
Nope.
And the other being Medea's Halloween.
Yeah.
God.
I think you might be, which has the tagline, "Which please."
All right, that was kind of funny. That got me to smart.
Tim Burton has a movie coming out.
Does he?
Oh, is that the Pettigrew?
The
chicken?
Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children.
Oh, I saw the preview for that. Yeah. I feel like I've had enough Tim Burton.
Yeah, he's washed up.
I feel like
wow, big statement.
Wow.
Big statement, Rob.
Well, when's the last good movie he's made?
That's a good question.
Lost his touch, right? He's not putting
I got a great
You mean
movie
his
idea.
wife?
What if it's something that's dark and brooding? It'd be fantastic.
He hasn't even done anything that it was dark like that. He was, so happy.
Did he do Sweeney Todd?
Sweeney Todd was good.
Yeah.
That might have been the last good thing he's done.
Yeah.
That I remember. If I'm wrong,
Might have been the last good thing Johnny Depp did too.
Yeah, very well be true. He's in that new Kevin Smith movie that's supposed to be absolute shit.
Is he?
It's Kevin Smith.
What's okay?
It's about
go ahead.
Kevin
We're talking
Smith
about
and
movies.
Johnny Depp's daughters. And it's the two of them, and then Kevin Smith and then Johnny Depp are in it as well.
Wow.
But, and it's supposed to.
What's it called?
Let me look it up.
I thought he retired. Didn't he quit movies?
Aye. Johnny 5. Oh my
It's
god.
called. Damn it! Hold on.
Kevin Smith, Johnny Depp, Yoga Hosers.
That's it.
Oh my God.
So let's get the
Synopsis here.
synopsis.
Well, it's
here,
obviously something to do with yoga in Canada, isn't it? Or Canadians doing yoga?
Do
Ew.
we want to listen to the trailer?
The poster looks disgusting.
Two 15-year-old yoga enthusiasts,
Amen.
Rose Depp and Harley Quinn Smith, join forces with a legendary manhunter, Johnny Depp, to battle Canadian Nazis who take the form of deadly sausages.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they're sausage people.
This is a real thing.
What is going on with the food movies?
Oh boy.
Yeah, can we listen to the trailer, please?
Yeah,
Please.
yeah. Let's play the trailer. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, sorry. There's a commercial before the commercial. So if you would like Honey Nut Cheerios, they are gluten free,
Oh,
God.
and you can high five your kid. Throw them in. Fantastic. Here we go.
I'm talking about your entire generation. Generation Y me, I call it.
You live on your phones. You have no idea how to function like normal people in the real world.
Miss Wickland, this isn't the real world. This is Canada.
Oh, it's Lulu and Lemon.
Condescending riot girls.
Colleen Coalition, I would like to invite you both to my party.
A senior party?
A senior party?
Senior boys only invite sophomore girls to parties for one thing.
God knows what else, eh?
All you need to handle any situation in life are the Warrior 1 and Warrior 2 positions, girls. Master those, and you will master anyone who gives you shit.
Ew, why did your dad text me like 37 times?
Oh my God, he's making us work tonight! Oh my God!
And Nazis.
You all think history is so boring. Well, what if I told you during World War II there were Nazis right here in Winnipeg under the self-proclaimed Canadian Führer?
So, like, Canadian Hitler.
9, 9, 9, 9. So much 9, it's almost 10.
Canadian Nazis were the original landowners of your sword.
Who's the Broadseas?
Wow. There's a lot more
What
of
is
this
the
trailer
Browns?
left.
Oh, it's hard to get through even the trailer. Can we stop?
Here's a review. Yoga Hosers isn't really a movie. It's a quarter to 1 a.m. SNL sketch that marvelously descended into oblivion. It's a corny Canuck joke told for 88 surreally unfunny minutes.
Wow. Yeah, not even the half of the trailer that we
No.
that was bad.
The music was music, though.
Yeah.
It was music.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They had very Canadian
Bad
accent.
Canadian accents.
Yeah.
So Johnny Depp is also going to be in Alice Through the Looking Glass.
Oh yeah, the second one of those.
The first one was junk.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw. I
Pirates of
didn't
the
see first
Caribbean,
one,
Dead
actually.
Men Tell No Tales.
Apparently, those make huge money overseas.
And Romeo and Juliet, Sherlock Gnomes.
Oh, boy.
And
No, is it
And he
that's
will be-
animated? And
he will be
and
Sherlock Gnomes.
Yeah.
Great.
I think I would be most likely to see Sherlock Gnomes.
Dear Hollywood, go home. You're drunk.
Well, the thing is now, America is not really the biggest market anymore.
But what is?
China.
China?
Yeah.
So if you can make crazy money in China, like things like Pirates makes huge money over there for some reason,
Is it China specifically, or is it like all of Asia they count? I wonder.
Well, I think it's China specifically because it's so big,
Mhm.
such a population. But
So populous. I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
I
Landmass.
just like
that's
to
what-
watch all that American shit.
I guess it translates easily because it's, does the story matter?
I
No,
would
probably
hope
not.
so.
Yeah.
At this point, does the story matter at all?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pirates of the. Eh.
Like I feel like it'll translate pretty easily, so that's probably why. That'll be fine.
But there's a lot of specifics to if China will allow a film there
Yeah.
or not. So there is like a pretty big hang up on if movies get approved to be there. So like I think like the Transformers movies are not allowed to be in China anymore or something like that. Like something dumb, Maybe they're just like, this is garbage even for China.
And they make huge investments in movies too. So you see that now where it's like a joint production with a Chinese studio and an American studio.
Yep.
And those are usually straight up action.
Yeah,
So
so
here to translate that. Yeah.
So those are the movies that I probably will or won't see, and good luck to anybody to going to the movies. If you have movie suggestions, let Rob and Michaela and Michael David know. But,
Yeah. And if you go see Yoga Hosers, let us know.
Don't go to Yoga Hosers. It'll only encourage them to do it again.
I'm sure it will be in Kelly Jo's pretentious upstate New York theater.
With that hot dog and buns movie what's his face?
Yeah, so be up there with Sausage Party.
Do they only show movies that have sausages in them?
Yes.
Okay.
The old people in that theater love sausages.
Love sausages.
It's a very patriarchal theater.
They will see Yoga Hosers because there's people that get turned into sausages.
Sausages.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yoga Hosers and Sausage Party.
Sausage Party.
I think they've run out of ideas.
Some people have, yes.
I don't know. Have you seen Sausage Party?
No.
I want to see
I
it.
saw it, and there's some pretty graphic stuff going on that I have never seen in a movie before. So
Yeah.
Is there a lot of bun wiener interaction? Is that
there way more than bun wiener interaction. It's I mean, come on, the movie's been out forever at this point.
Yeah, quite a while.
There's basically like a food orgy at the end.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
With like there was a moment where the wiener was being shoved through a bagel and then into the bun. So there's like a lot of stuff like that. It was literally like every type of food having sex with every other type of food. Like I know he's not a falafel, but I'm going to call him a falafel, and it's not the right term. I'm sorry, I'm being culturally
Maybe
insensitive.
he identifies as a falafel.
No, he's not.
Is it a hero?
No, he's neither of those things. But it like there's balls on the food. Like they have testicles.
Oh god.
Like they actually have testicles. And then like there was apparently a big debate, like to keep it an R rating, they had to keep hair on the balls.
What?
Like if they didn't show hair on the balls, it would have gotten an NC-17 rating. Like they were going to shave the balls, and they're like, no, you had to not shave the balls of this.
So it's a hot dog with balls.
No, it wasn't the hot dog. I'm telling you, it's not the hot dog. Get hot dogs and sausages out of your mind.
Has
Yeah. It
balls.
was. Let's see. Oh my God, there was. It was one of the other main.
Don't tell me what to think, Chris. If I want to think about wieners, I will.
That's feminism. Yeah, it was just so outrageous. It was so outrageous. Like I was just shocked. Like there were just things where I was like, all right. These things are happening. Like there's a Twinkie, obviously that's gay, named Twink.
There you go.
There's like a very like there's like so many like there's like racist and religious tones across the entire movie. So it's like racism. There's not so much sexism, but it's like racism, like different religious themes, and then like just sex jokes like the entire time.
So leave your political correctness and your sensitivity at home.
Yeah, yes, that's very, very, very much so. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, which more people should do often, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you know what you're getting into. Like, if you're going to see a movie called Sausage Party,
I think you know what.
You should. There are no surprises.
Yeah, but like, there's a douche in it, like an actual douche. Bill Hader does voices of a lot of the alcohol, so he's fire, water, and tequila. So like if you kind of think of it that way, you're like, oh, there's like a lot of like like there you go. Like I don't know, it was good. It was I thought it was funny, and I went sober, so if yeah,
that's
I would
good
see it.
endorsement. Funny sober.
Yeah, it was funny and I was sober.
That's a positive endorsement. Do we want to hear from Timothy James Allen?
Oh, is that like Tim Allen's son?
Yeah.
Like was it Tim the Toolman Taylor?
Allen. I don't know what this says, but I'm sure we'll find out.
Hey, Chatterbox. I just want to say hi to Michael and Michaela, who both have similar names, albeit one's feminine, one's masculine. You decide. I also want to say hi to Rob, who obviously talked and is continuing to talk so much this episode.
Yeah, thank you.
And I also want to say hello to Michaela's breast chicken. Hope you're...
Oh, too soon.
But my question is for Chris Polk. Chris, marry, fuck, kill. Michael David, Rob, Taco Bell shits, or myself.
Whoa. That was a twist.
Ooh.
That was a twist. I didn't see that coming.
I also did not see that coming.
Would you like a moment to think about this?
What were my options?
It was
so not Michaela? Not Michaela is my option.
Yeah, that was a twist I did not see coming, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna hate you very soon.
I'm sure. I'm sure. And there's blood rushing to my face. Like,
Let's see. You're on video. Hang on. Let me look.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Yeah, look at you.
uh-huh. I forgot I was on video too. Great.
Oh, you haven't picked your nose or anything, have you?
No. So, oh my God, Tim, I hate you.
Well, then I would say kill Tim.
Yeah, no, I mean,
That's the obvious choice.
That would be a good choice. I think I would probably sleep with Tim. You know, swimmer's body and all.
That's true.
Tall, lanky white guy, kind of my type.
Yeah.
But, if I was marrying one of the two of you, I think I'd marry Mike. Rob, I'm sorry. Like,
Wow.
Rob, I'm killing you. Like, well, because Mike's so handy. Mike is so handy. And like, I'm not having sex with said person, so because I'm having sex with Tim, so like, I'm just using him for marital duties, and like, he can do a lot of shit around the house for me.
Yeah. I see.
But
All
no,
those years of friendship.
Rob has 2 soda
Nothing.
streams. Let me remind you.
You have 2 soda streams.
You know, like, because like, all right, well, Rob, make a case for yourself. Like,
I think
No,
I
you-
just
you
did,
made a
like-
decision.
no. If I wifed you up, like, what are you gonna take care of?
I can take care of anything you want, baby.
You won't need Tim.
No. Well, obviously, but like Tim's the side piece. But like, you know, other than my technical needs, like my as far as technology needs.
Is that what a wife is? Is that what a wife is? Who needs?
Well,
Is that
I'm
all?
just saying because like
Wow.
I do a very good job of cooking. I'm very tidy. Like I clean, you know, and I run a
Well,
good
that's
household.
Well, then
That's
why
what I
can't you
talked
just
to.
take good care of Rob?
Who
Why
go to
can't you,
movies with?
why don't you just
Why
take good care of
just-
Rob?
Yeah. Why don't you take care of me?
Because I don't want to take care of somebody else. Like I'm not looking for a child.
Well, you just asked him if he was going to take care of you, what needs he was going to meet of yours.
Yeah, like what's he gonna do? What's he gonna take care of for me?
Wow.
Wow.
No,
I wouldn't marry him, Rob.
Very enlightening.
I wouldn't marry him anyway, even if he fucking asked you. I'd tell him fuck right off.
Wait, what are you talking about? You know, Michaela, you're an amazing gardener and you're a great partner in crime and you're fun to talk to and you know like I you know if you were the option, like I'd marry you instead.
Aww.
Oh, so you're saying I'm not fun to talk to? Oh,
No, I'm not
I
saying
see. Mhm.
you're
Okay, Tim causing dissension all over the
I know.
internet again.
Yeah.
Way to go, Tim.
All right.
And
Yep.
and just like throwing it out there that the chicken's dead and he doesn't.
Rob has a 3D television.
That's true.
He likes Halloween a lot. He plans fancy parties.
True.
Wait, what was, he never invited me to a fancy party that he planned.
You moved away. You're
I
like
would
my
if
mom
you
who says
were
I never visit her, but
married
she
to
moved
me.
away.
Yeah. You moved away.
Mhm.
Let's see. Yeah.
I got your back, Rob.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll marry you, Rob. And I just don't. Oh, hang on a minute. I have that husband.
One little problem.
Can you get married in different countries to different men?
I'm sure that's legal.
It must be
Yeah,
legal.
it's called the hose in different area codes rule.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
A ship in every port.
right.
You could just catfish him and be somebody else.
Hi, I'm
true.
Katy Perry.
Oh my god! Please tell me everyone has watched that episode now.
Yeah.
No.
I watch it when it's on. So yeah, I know.
Oh my god! He still thought it was Katy Perry.
Yeah, the best is he emailed her after he went back home and was like, "So, yeah, it's really Katy Perry, right?"
That's so sad.
No, it's not.
Delusional.
Oh, that was pretty crazy. I love catfish.
I'm sorry, Rob. Are your feelings hurt? So I wouldn't marry you.
I'm fine.
You know, but here's the deal. I love having you as a friend.
You're in the friend zone, Rob.
And I'm just saying,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
Rob.
just got
Rob
friend
is-
zone.
You
Rob
just
is friend
friend-zoned
zone.
me. You just-
Rob is being friend zoned right now.
Wow.
Rob,
Wow.
I thought the
yeah,
friend
you're-
zone didn't exist.
Yeah. Oh, no. If you listen to my last email to the broadcast, you know my thoughts on it.
I still argue it doesn't exist
It totally
Sure.
exists.
Sure.
Wow. It's an excuse.
for sad sack creepy dudes.
Yeah.
I disagree.
No.
We're not talking about this topic. This isn't. I mean, we could. I would talk about this for like 5 hours. You have
know,
no
me
idea. Oh my god, yeah, the friend zone's totally a thing, and girls can also be friend zoned.
Oh yeah. I've been
It's
friend zoned.
it's a thing, but not in the way some people think it is.
Yeah.
Like, it's a thing, but it's not like it doesn't occur like when you're friends with someone for too long. It's just like they're just not interested in you, and that's just the excuse that they give.
Ooh, right. But
Yeah.
Rob.
Yeah.
Rob.
They don't want to hurt feelings. What?
I'm gonna blow up your spot right now. You sleep with most of your friends.
No,
Whore!
no, I don't.
You have slept with a lot of your friends, just
No,
like
I
I have
haven't.
slept with a lot of my friends. Like you have slept with a lot of people in your friend group.
I wouldn't say a lot.
More, yeah, see, but like that's the thing. If you were within said friend group and you were very interested in somebody else and they were not interested in you and they did not sleep with you, then you would have been friend zoned.
Yep.
Right? No, I'm not saying it didn't. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm just saying it in a different way than is been portrayed a lot of the time.
Yeah, I think the way it's used by some people is an excuse, as opposed to it actually exists.
I totally agree with that. But like, I'm thinking of like the three lovely ladies of the broadcast.
Yes.
If they were not married and they were all single, they could go to any one of their guy friends and be like, "Hey, have a go," and they'd be like, "Okay."
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Any single one of them, like any one of their guy friends. Like,
it depends though. It depends, because whether someone's in your class or not, right? I mean, somebody might just be like, not every guy is willing to have sex with every girl.
yes.
Right? So
No, I disagree.
That might be wrong.
you think every guy is willing to have sex with any girl regardless?
No,
At a certain point in time, yes.
Really?
Most probably.
I think there's a limit.
If the thirst is there,
The
and
thirst,
it is-
yes,
if the thirst is there and they're in the middle of the Sahara, like they will sleep with anything.
And the thirst goes both ways too. Let's say that too.
Yeah.
That is
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's true. It's
Not
universal.
anyone could have the thirst.
It's
Yes.
Yeah, it's certainly opportunity plays a lot into it.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. Agreed.
Yeah.
See,
Mutual.
I have often been considered a very flirty person, and I think that comes down to the whole round face thing. I have a round face, and that I have a theory. I'm getting there.
Oh, okay.
People who have round faces, I think, are perceived as being more open. So people will like tell me stuff they don't tell other people. Like, why are you telling me this? It's strange to me. Anyway, it's my round face theory. It's about.
You might be right because I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I
If you're
also have a round
open,
face.
yeah.
I get told a lot of things.
Yeah. I think people are just your face is open and so people and I smile. If you smile a lot, and people tend to think that just because you're being kind to them or having a conversation with them, particularly men, and it's happened with women sometimes, that I'm coming on to them when all I'm doing is being friendly. So that has been misread for me a lot in my life. Over the phone, that's happened where I'm working in my job and I'm just being friendly to a realtor or whatever. And the next thing I know, he wants to meet me at Starbucks for coffee and doesn't seem to understand that I've been very clear that I'm married, and that's happened to me. Like, I can remember in grade 9, there was this kid and he was a scrawny little kid and I was always nice to everybody and he fell for me. There was never a chance we were going to get together. I was dating somebody all through junior high school. So he had to be friend zoned, like told, like, this is the truth, dude. Sorry. So for me, I would say that, I've had to friend zone people over my life, Maybe I should be
because
meaner.
they're creepy dudes who are pushing.
But is somebody being creepy just because they are showing an interest?
No, it's how they show an interest.
But if you're not, but it's always about how you receive it too, right? Like if you're attracted to somebody, they're not bothering you. If you're not attracted to them, they're harassed. Like, ooh, ooh, gross. I'm not attracted to you. And now it's, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
No, agreed.
I think it's also, part of it also has to do with knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like if you have knowledge or if you understand that this is going on, and then you've asked them or you've told them like, oh, I don't feel this way.
Yeah.
That's also different.
Yes. Yeah.
Then it turns into a stalking situation.
Yeah.
You know, if the person doesn't respect what you've said and doesn't go away. But I think kind of once that's out there anyway, it changes your relationship with the person anyway. So.
Agreed.
Like when somebody laid it on the line and say, well, you know, I really have feelings for you. And you're like, well, that's great. Let's just go back to being friends now.
But like, part of it also is like maturity level.
Yeah.
Because I definitely have people that I've slept with that I'm still friends with.
Right.
And a lot of people that I know are like shocked and appalled by this. And they're like, I don't understand. How can you still talk to this person? I'm like, why? What's the big deal?
My experiences at this point are old, and I was a lot younger. And
well, I think that's part of it. Yeah.
Perception, you know, like I don't have to worry about, you know, guys hitting on me too often these days. Now I'm the old creeper.
Well, I think when you're older, you realize that you can have like relationships are more malleable than they are when you're younger.
Yeah.
Agreed. But again, it has to do with the level of the individual. Like,
yeah,
if the person is fine with it, then the person's fine with it. Like, and you kind of know that going into it. Like, oh my God, I'm about to unveil this. So like there was a fling that I had within this year. And that said person reached out to me recently and was like, hey, how's it going? How are things on your side? How's life with the new boyfriend? And I was like, oh, good. How are things with your boyfriend? You know, and like we had an open conversation, like, and it was nice, and it was like comfortable. Like there was no, we had this night and it was a lot of fun and blah blah blah. It was both like, yeah, we're still people and we're still friendly and we're good people, so we're gonna care about what's going on, and like we're not letting like the sex get in the way of it, you know.
Yep.
But you kind of have to like go into that with the mindset beforehand, like,
yeah,
you know,
and
there's
both
a way to
people have to be into it too, like be okay with it. Yeah,
you can compartmentalize it if you so choose.
For sure. Yeah, exactly. And I think it just happens as you get older. You just realize that more.
Yeah, we talked about a lot of topics today.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we did. We had a variety, from pumpkins and gourds to
chickens,
to sausages,
chicken.
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry.
Me too.
What time is it? 1 o'clock.
Is it? Wow.
It's 4 o'clock here.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my God!
Holy shit!
Michaela, set your clock right. It's 4 o'clock.
Yeah, you're on the wrong time. I like your time better.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
All right. Thank you, Timothy James, for your voicemail. I hate you.
Tim, causing trouble again everywhere you go.
Also hate you, both of you.
Always causing trouble. Always causing trouble.
So I did post the fall TV premiere schedule in the group last week. We won't want to go over that obviously right now. Do we? We don't know.
No,
so you can go and check it out in the group. It's a really great. Des found these years ago. Really great. I was printed out and highlight what's new and set my PVR. So you can do it too.
Cool.
Chatterbox group. It's in there.
We will talk. I guess we'll talk about any new shows and stuff. There's American Horror Stories coming soon and a few other things. So.
Oh yeah, it's getting to that time of year.
We can talk about that next show.
And I'll probably.
Does this mean we don't have to do a show for 2 months now?
Yeah, I'll be about to go to Disney by the next show.
So are we going to do a Canadian Thanksgiving show or an American Thanksgiving show?
Wait, when's that? Like October?
We'll have to do a Canadian Thanksgiving show and maybe have Moira and Illyrio come on.
There you go.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Chunky Runner show.
Yeah. We'll find out what he's going to do as far as Thanksgiving food prep.
Oh.
To go with his running. Yeah.
So you're going to slide his hand in the turkey.
Do what now?
Then you like stuff a turkey by sliding your hand in it or something.
Maybe. I keep telling John Cleese if he keeps attacking me, I'm going to cover him in garlic and stick lemons up his ass.
John Cleese.
My turkey,
I'm a
my
fucking
rooster.
dude.
The turkey. Yeah.
I'm a fucking dude.
He's a rooster. He's not a turkey, actually. But I call him a turkey because he's a dick.
Is he?
He attacked me from behind the other day. Chris has seen it. He's seen him chase me right out of the coop, right, Chris? He's a dick. If he hears my voice, he cock-a-doodle-doos. You want to talk about patriarchal society? Holy shit.
Oh, that was a perfect ending. I'm ending it there. That was too perfect.
Seriously, if he hears my voice, he starts cock-a-doodle-doing. It's like, bitch, get in here.